Hello, my name is Jonathan Kelly. I'm currently a sophomore at Xavier University, and I play on the baseball team. I've played sports for the past 12 years. Played baseball, soccer, football, basketball, ran track and field. I've played in highly competitive travel ball tournaments. I've played for all-star teams. I've had personal trainers. I've had personal hitting coaches that I've had one-on-one lessons with. Sports growing up were always a huge part of my life and my family's life as well. All my siblings played sports. When I was 10 years old, my team won the regional tournament and we got to go to the World Series in Winchester, Virginia. Now, we made it to the semifinal game, and in the bottom of the sixth inning, with bases loaded and 2 outs, I came up and I ended up striking out. In that moment, I felt like I let my whole team down. I felt like I let my parents down. I felt like I let my coaches down. I felt as though it was my fault that we weren't going to the championship game. Now, in the text Fair or Foul, Oleg states there's a certain paradox in youth sports. For every negative, there's a positive. For every positive, there's a negative. Now, once we got in the huddle after that game, my coaches began to talk about how proud they were of me and how proud they were of the team for making it that far. And that it wasn't about winning or losing. And in that moment, I knew my teammates had my back, and I knew it wasn't just about winning or losing. I knew that no matter what happened, whether I hit a home run or whether I struck out, they were going to be there for me. And in that moment, I realized what Oleg was saying, that there's so many positives, but there could have been negatives in that situation. Now, on the flip side, when I was 9 years old, we were at practice, and we were doing a hitting drill. And one of my teammates performed the hitting drill wrong, and the coach started yelling at him. The coach was also his dad. And he starts yelling at him and screaming at him. And the kid ends up throwing his bat and walking off and didn't return to practice. In an article posted by The Atlantic, Flanagan talks of how playing high-level competitive sports at such a young age can have negative effects on both players and parents. And at the time, we were preparing for a big tournament. And you could see these negative effects that Flanagan talked about playing. And that's when I realized there was a true paradox, that there was negatives and there was positives to youth sports. Now, my parents and my siblings were always a support staff for me. They always encouraged me, win, lose, or draw. They were always going to be there for me, and they were always going to tell me all the good things I did and never highlight the bad things I did. That was very important for my youth career, and why I love the game so much is because in their eyes I could do no wrong, and I knew they would always be there for me. Now, I feel as though there's 2 main issues with youth sports right now. Number 1, I believe it's parent involvement. And number 2, I believe it's travel ball. And these 2 issues go hand in hand. Now, the solutions I see that will best fit these issues are less parent involvement, meaning we train coaches and not parents. We train coaches to be coaches, to teach the fundamentals of the game, and to have fun while playing the game. If we do this, then kids won't feel as though they're letting down their parents when they fail. And number 2, we need to stop this highly competitive travel ball by teaching more fundamentals and playing less highly competitive games. The competitiveness will come later on in life as youth athletes get older. But for now, I believe they need to focus on the fun part of the game and focus on the fundamentals of the game. Thank you very much.